son. I mean, shit. I got paid for it. I got me locked in. I got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm gonna get out of here.
That's what we not doing. That's what we not doing. Yo, shouts to everybody tuning in. We actually live right now from the liquor store. You know, yo, OG tried to tell me, yo, State, man, make sure you go and get this, that, and the third. Yo, State not getting nothing, bro. State is smacked.
I should have told Mommy to come over from the restaurant and just work here because I was going to tip the order.
I have my shit already poured up over there. You know what we doing here?
Oh, man. There's 74 people in here. That's the fastest I've ever seen. 79.
They knew Nicodator was here. You done lost about 10 that found out I'm here. I'm here for
we're not going to do none of the NAACP bullshit tonight. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Straight across the board. We're not doing none of the NAACP bullshit tonight. We're going to keep it straight.
Yo, fam. You know what I do need you gotta sit there like I'm a little kid, man. I'm gonna be here with my man Nicodator.
That's the reason why I started this.
All he got is a phone and a couple of ices.
See, I made moves before the shit went live. I made moves to get my situation out.
I'm like, I think he's going like, yo, what y'all point? You know, I'm supporting. I support the husband. But yeah, man. You got a bottle, man. Yeah.
He said I'm sweating, yo. You see the shit I gotta go through, man.
Fam, just ask to have.
So I gotta ask.
I don't know.
All right, so you know what? This is not my show right now.
Ain't nobody who come to see you, sir. They saw me on here.
This is South and Nicodator show. I appreciate. First of all, I appreciate everybody who's tuned in already. You see the fucking icon and the what's that? The left or the right? I don't give a shit. You see the state of New York Knicks and that icon in the corner, right? I got two of the OGs with me right now, obviously. And OG is sending me to the front to get something else.
Yeah.
All right, so
you send a little.
Look, hurry back, dude.
Give me a quarter with it. Go give me 50 cent juice. Go give me 50 cent juice and stop over.
Yo, you believe we fucking drink quarter water? Son? That was the motherfucking worst, bro. We really drank that shit.
What else you guys want, sir?
That shit was nourishing when you playing ball in the park and something, sir.
Who you order whiskey? What we doing?
Nah, you say you prefer the whiskey. I'm with you. All right, let's do that. Makers.
Makers?
Yeah, nigga, fuck you looking all surprised for. Y'all don't sell it? Get that shit. Makers, I can't drink it.
Don't come back with some E&J. Don't come back here with no Easy Jesus, boy.
Yo, son, there's some cups with ice. Easy G's. There's some cups with ice, you young motherfucker.
No, none of that. We don't want none of that. It's not even started. Don't even play. Don't even play.
Well, I'm bringing the OG back here.
He's not ready. He don't even know about that. I hope y'all enjoying your Friday night. I hope y'all good. Whatever your situation is right now, I hope y'all blessed. You know what I'm saying? Good energy, good vibes, enjoying yourselves on Friday night.
I hope y'all all got your 10 fingers and shit after yesterday. No fireworks. You know,
the PF4, right? We see Mitchell's out there with the
Yeah, I see him. What was that? Some country pop music he was playing and shit?
Yeah, we haven't spoken. I listen to the country though.
Mitch is for the P. He just don't stay around. He like one of them motherfuckers that party for an hour and he's gone. He can't stick around the whole season.
No, Isaiah left, man. It's a big Mitch town, bro.
Yo, he's sitting pretty.
That's Isaiah?
Nah, Mitch, because he know it's like, is y'all gonna make a major move with me in it, or this is my shit?
Right, that's why I'm like, I don't know. But you know, it's not. It's always the people. Right? It's always the talk. Everybody's saying that, you know, put him in this deal, put him in that deal. Right now, he's a starting center, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We got him in the second round. He was, I don't want to say a gift, but all things considered, right? He felt was there.
He made moves.
Yeah, I mean, he bulked up, right? He had bulked up. You don't get the rim running action as much as you used to. You get the cleanup work on the boards. That's pretty much it. But I think he improves the streak, so he's good for double-double.
The thing about Mitch is a high impact player. Like, if anybody been rocking with me for years, I talk about impact. That's why I don't like the numbers shit, like RJ bullshit numbers and shit. That means nothing to me. It's about impact. Yeah, and I said RJ bullshit. Make sure when they come back and I mean.
We're gonna need him.
He said it's about
over there fucking around the phone. What you doing, right?
But anyway, but Mitch is high impact. He's just unfucking reliable. You know what I mean? This kid is always hurt. And to me, if you as a as a big man, if you keep getting lower, body injuries, that shit, you don't just magically turn around and start playing, 75 games a season. That's just not going to happen. You just got to come to the reality that he's going to play 50-something games.
But to that point, right? I said this before I was so survived. I know people laugh, right, when I said this, but I'm gonna say right now, you think back, and you can remember this. You think back when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in yoga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the feds and all that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying with the feds and all that? Actually, the when the feds come back. This is bullshit, bro. So when you think about
Tell the feds I'm a family man.
You know what I'm saying? It's Harlem, bro. It's MLK right outside. So my point though, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar extended his career, he got into yoga. That flexibility, that I think yoga for month, it's intense. It's intense. But what it does is right, it makes you a little more limber. So if you look at it, you think about Mitch, you think about the kind of injuries that he's had in his career. It's not always contact injuries. It's these things with pull muscles here and little night. All that is something that can be solved with yoga, bro. So I say the same thing for him that I say for OG. Take up yoga.
After that, or I remember Clyde Drexler. Not that I'm necessarily suggesting this, but he used to do like ballroom kind of things and shit. No, real talk. Like he used to study.
That's the last thing I mean?
Yeah, I know, but but that kept him, for as flexible, saying for a long time. But yeah, when he was heavy into dance and like ballet, not that he was a ballet dancer, but he used to train. Yeah, that's his roots.
Well, that kind of people take that for granted, right? People think about working out in the gym, like Julius, right? So Julius in the gym is working out strong, but people really take for granted calisthenics. Not that I'm really the one to talk about exercise.
It is what it is.
But calisthenics.
Those who can't do teach. Remember that. Remember that.
Yo, what about drink, man?
Yo, I'm saying for real, man. You
heard this, man? Those who can't do teach. Yo, listen, but no, for real, man, calisthenics, yoga, these are the kind of things that you have to really look into, man, because when you look at the type of injuries he has, it's always that kind of type of injury. It's not a contact injury, some kind of pull, some kind of nagging, it's conditioning. It's a matter of conditioning. You would think with the kind of, I want to respect MSG and all the athletic folks involved in this, so I'm not going to say that point, but
he accompanies me, and I could be disrespectful. They don't want to let me in the building anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's why they got some new doctors, because the motherfucking doctors before sucked. Saying they wasn't shit. You know what I mean? So let's keep it a buck. I don't got no position with the Knicks here. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't keep it real. That's why they got the new doctors.
Even the
new doctors suck.
Even the dude that left, I don't want to be disrespectful to the gentleman, right? But I know he was.
Wasn't he like 90?
No, not. This guy,
what the fuck was old?
He was the guy that was leading Julius towards meditation. When they start bringing different types of therapies or whatever, they introduce you to it. Julius benefited. You can see what Julius was before and where he is now. You can see that he's clearly matured. He's clearly invested in these things like meditation, like I don't want to say accountability, but self-awareness, self-control, being aware of what you're doing. You're not getting stuck the little temper tantrum that you used to get.
So let me ask you, you say that because he ain't smacked the fucking iPad out of a dude's hand last year.
He did not smack an iPad out of a dude's hand.
So that's our barometer and shit for Julius. Don't smack a fucking iPad out your coach's hand, man. We know you fucking mature and shit.
Yo, I'm gonna call the waitress next door.
Yeah, bro. What happened?
You seem to be
going through some
things.
Yo,
he's going through some things.
We over here talking, and I ain't hear you say one thing about
he was over there on his phone. Yeah, I seen you, dog. You think I ain't see you? You think I ain't people like I'm here like a fool? No, I'm not boo-boo before. I seen you over there on the phone. Come on, man.
You on the wrong P. You supposed to be on professionalism right now, not the other P. You know what I'm saying? You be weird drinks. You on the other P.
People are
professional.
They have tuned into your space. They want to hear from you. They want your opinion.
My opinion means nothing. The reason why my opinion means nothing is because a lot of y'all have disrespected me for the past like 3-4 years. I don't need to speak no more. Wow. Nigga, you, nigga.
I disrespect you.
Nigga, block me. Nigga, block me,
He
bro.
blocked us. Don't say you blocked us.
I still remember that shit.
I remember after the season.
To a T, nigga. So I was like,
no nickname shit. So
I said, and what I said to myself was, I know OG not mad with me for these niggas failing. Ain't no way he's mad at me for them failing.
He a super fan. He was in the field, but he was in his field for the wrong things. You should have just gave us our props. Like, yo, you know what? Y'all saw this coming.
I'm tell you the date I actually blocked you. You saying? No, anyway.
Yo, son, did you handle it when you did?
Yes.
Yo, so then what's taking so long? So the shit is right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't had to order this shit, right?
Nah.
What the fuck we doing, son? Some customer ice.
Ice gonna melt with this.
Yeah,
Ice gonna melt.
This is an OG space. If y'all was here to see State, fuck me. This is an OG space.
Get the grape too. Get the grape.
I know I'm fucking up his algorithm. Get my cursor. I know I'm fucking it up, man.
What y'all want to get my bad?
You're not serious right now.
No, I'm serious right now.
So they don't know shit.
Like
So
that,
they do
man.
different.
Like nothing.
We grew up off a 40 and a blunt. They was a little different.
About 40 and a blunt.
40 and a blunt, y'all. A little different.
I kept the
Fucking
40, I
bed.
lost the blunt.
Oh my God.
Makers.
Makers mark tonight.
Well, you gonna make your ass tell me what y'all want.
I just told you,
No, what I will say is, I thank y'all for coming tonight. Even with me, I always try to make sure like people come in. My uncle was asking me earlier, yo man, I know you got somebody coming here today. I put this fucking stupid ass table up early, like 5 hours ago. But now, but you know, y'all here, and I appreciate y'all. And I forgot what y'all fucking wanted again. Look, that's all.
I can't say it all here. You know that. Yo, Makers speak.
Ain't no makers nothing. One of y'all gonna have to get up and go yourselves to the front.
If I get up, I'm going to a little Mexican spot and I'm coming back with the waitress. So like right now,
I got it.
service in here.
Somebody got to be
She was very accommodating. You know what I'm saying? And get her to come back up in here and handle the business.
Hey yo man, what's up man? Oh man, we still live. Like the Josh Hart to the glass, of course. Where Recap at? Yo, shout out to my guy Recap, man. I appreciate Recap right now.
Oh, you can see the comments from the people right there?
Yes, I can see the comments.
Oh, that's my boy right there.
Who?
Him right there. I recognize the profile picture.
Coach Valley?
Nah, on time.
Oh, KU.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, that's my guy too.
Yeah.
KU always support. He's one of those guys. If I record something that night, KU is going to be there in that little live stream or that little chat.
Yeah,
everybody in there.
I see him active on the timeline. I definitely see him active on the timeline.
Mm-hmm. But everybody got to be active on the timeline.
It's the middle of the summer. It's the old season. It's like the busiest time for that sweater. It's crazy right now.
Yo, but we just didn't know the Knicks was going to be on this type of time. When I say this type of time, yeah, they try to win a chip.
Are you surprised?
I am low key. I am.
I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised.
We knew they was holding those ships.
Nah, I didn't think they had the guts to do it though.
Why would you come to that summation?
Because they fucking got Dante DiVincenzo last summer and told everybody that we good.
Dante DiVincenzo was one of our best players.
That's not good enough.
What? Hold up. What was the problem without the even?
There's no follower. If he's one of your team's best players, you were as far away from a championship.
You were one game away from playing in the Eastern.
And you still was going to win a championship.
That's the truth, though.
And you still don't do that.
I'm not ducking no smoke.
We was one game away.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can't do that.
All right, bro.
That shouldn't be that shouldn't be your argument for that.
You can't do that. Sorry, you can't do that.
I mean, you know what it is? It's this Mets bucket in front of me, man. This is like some evil voodoo, man. We gotta move this, man.
Let's fucking go, Mets.
Where the garbage can?
I see what it is. There ain't no garbage can. We the hottest team in Major League Baseball. Y'all see the hat? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the hat? Be Queens all day.
I'm from the Bronx, man.
Ain't no way I'm gonna come live and I ain't gonna represent.
When I grew up, I knew it was a home run before the TV said "Holy cow" because I was so close to the stadium. I could hear the crowd.
First of all, you wasn't doing shit in those 77, 78 when they won. When you realized that baseball,
my team in '81.
When you realized that baseball was
Fuck that.
Was when the Coke Boys '86 took over the city. Out of here. Doc Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Mookie, Lenny. You know what I mean? Wally Backman and shit. Keith Hernandez.
Wally Blackman.
He was a pimp. You know what I mean? Keith Hernandez was getting into, you know what I mean? He got into sniff in the hole. He was a plug. He was a plug for the best. You know what I mean?
They had the real PEDs.
Yeah.
They had the real PEDs.
Yeah. All of that. We represented New York to the fullest. We won on our own terms. These dudes couldn't wear beards and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Yankee. We was doing everything.
At that time,
it was about coke, hordes, and hitting home runs.
That was it. Let me tell you about it was for the Yankees.
That was it.
Yeah, Butch White. Yeah, Butch White.
I ain't mean to
and then Dave Winfield and his wifey involved with the whole situation. So now they in the
That's 86.
No, that's even before that, bro. We're talking about Ed Whitson, threw a no-hitter and lost. Like the Yankees were bad, bro. He threw a no-hitter and lost. Just listen to that. He threw a no-hitter and lost. And then we had Ricky Henderson. We had Dave Winfield. And
they still suck. We ran the city.
But the toxicity that was in that locker room, the toxicity that was happening at that time, they couldn't.
You know what it was? Because they wasn't close to scores. That was the mafia bar. You know what I mean? That's where you got your blow, your student fans, your home. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Because they even try to get Patrick Ewing on charges because he used to be the Knicks used to be up in there. Because the joint was right across from Shea Stadium and shit in the swamps. Only thing out there is the Goodfellas and the Bada B. You know what I mean? I keep
those car repairs.
car repair.
You get a key in your motor on the way out. That catalytic converter going to convert. But it was different. But you know what? All the jokes about all that aside, Dr. was nice. David Cohn was nice.
They were great.
Keith Hernandez was, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were good. They were a good baseball team. I had an uncle that was a Met fan. And obviously, I'm a Yankee fan, but he's the one that really was showing me baseball. So he's telling me all this stuff about the Mets. And I'm like, what? With time, I see it now. Man, he was right. They were dead nice, man. Lenny Dykstra. Yeah. They had all that. They had all the elements that you want.
Bro, I said it like was Lenny Dykstra and Mookie Wilson, which was crazy. When you think about it now, it's crazy. Like, we had a platoon in center field with both dudes that used to harass pitchers, get on the base, run first to third. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mookie was a spark plug.
Yeah.
Mookie was a spark plug. Do the Knicks have that? The Knicks don't have players on the level of Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry.
No.
Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle.
He gonna be too young to understand it. And real talk, we're not bullshit. Like, they were superstars off the rip. You talking about Doc, who was Rookie of the Year, and I think he won Cy Young out of the second year. It's like, bro, he came out the box like a baby out the box on some. You know what I mean? I'm a star. Cheers, my friend. Superstar.
I gotta go get a special.
Well, you gotta understand the history, man. You gotta understand the history.
Man, yo,
you gotta understand where all this came from. So you gotta take
This
it right
what
now.
this space is about. School and state.
man.
Yeah,
The
because
education.
space, yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about no cap space and shit like that. We ain't doing that tonight. So I'm gonna be here for a little while. I ain't doing no cap space stuff.
No, but when you talk about like genuine cat space and the Yankees and the Mets and stuff like that, like I'm getting a feel of what the city was like back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to I ain't gonna lie, I think you said something to me one day where I said like
you ain't my man.
I don't want to ask you really about the 80s. You said to me one day, and we was making a joke. It's like a regular joke. And you said, I think, matter of fact, it was the paid in full gift. And you said, yo, you know what? I got too many families who been impacted by this gift. I don't want to speak about it no more. Right? So when I hear stuff like that, it's like,
I mean, we talking about, Lawrence Taylor copping out of a mint green Cadillac on 181st Street, right? Like this was
yeah, like
this is real. And you knew people. Like I was going to Warren High School, right? And Bobby got shot on the 3rd floor. You know, like it was a different time. It was a different New York City compared to now. You talking about salary caps and the Yankees bought everybody, right? So Ed Whitson, Carl Pavano, these guys didn't come out. Steve Sachs, they had the money to do that. They don't play that way now, right? They decided that they want to be Fred Coupon and we wanted to go cheap, But it's the same kind of transition that happened with the Knicks. You think about the Knicks back then, right? They were looking at the big names, everybody that's retired or on their last legs, they're gonna come to New York, right? New York was just like the hospice to the end of their career, right? So you had Tracy McGrady, right? You take a shot on the kid McDice who doesn't pan out because his knees blow out, and it was a dark time.
This went on and on. I mean, if we being honest, even though Larry Johnson was a part of the team that went to the final, Larry Johnson was a shell of himself. That back injury, he was not, because before that, that dude used to terrorize our front line. He put hands on Oakley. I've never seen Oakley in the post get schooled. Larry Johnson used to punk him every time. He was that dude.
But that's one of the transitions that's so special when you think about the Knicks, because he was still impactful without the athleticism. Once the back robbed him of his athleticism, that he couldn't do what he should do. He was so talented that at his side, he could still do what he does and get his and still be a relevant impact player. Sure, he wasn't the star player that he was in his heyday with all of his athleticism, the grandmama that everybody knew, but he was in that box, man. If you think about the guy that played, he ended his career with the Nets. And it's almost like, I don't want to be disrespectful. And what's this kid that Paul Millsap? Remember Millsap?
Paul Millsap.
Like he wasn't athletic, but he was a worker. Like he was a worker. Like he was gonna get in there, he was gonna put the moves on you, and you had to deal with him up and under, whatever it was. But you wasn't gonna stop him. He was gonna get his work on you, right? And he was like 6'5" at best, or 6'6" maybe.
6'8".
Yeah, Paul Millsap was probably good 6'8". I mean, because remember he was damn near undersized center because they used to throw him at the
Paul
5.
Millsap was like 6'9" in shoes. You don't play basketball without shoes.
I don't know. No,
you know what
I
it is?
won't say
He had Sam Perkins ups, so maybe I'm not being fair. Right?
I don't think Paul Millsap was 6'9" though, but 6'8". You know what I mean?
But my point was like
he was still undersized as a power forward back then.
He didn't play above the rim. Was my point. Like he got in that box and he put you to work. And that deal with him. So when you start talking about LJ at that time, after you looked at athleticism, that's what you were getting for LJ. LJ was gonna give you that work in that box. It didn't matter. You had to come work. You had to come deal with him. He was physical. Despite him not having the sprint, he still was gonna give you the body. So it's
then is our history. We even the good signings apart from Street was like, damn, if we had got them early. Derek Harper. I mean, he was still like, but if we had gotten Derek Harper in this prime to go with Ewing, we wouldn't be talking no 52 years.
I think the year that the Knicks got Derek Harper, he averaged 20.
Nah, he ain't. That's why I don't do numbers, bro. If you look at shit, he averaged.
No, I'm talking about what I seen the year before.
He used to be a 20. Yeah, he was a 20 scorer with Dallas.
Yes, but I'm talking about the year before the Knicks got him. He averaged 20.
They had
that fucking
Orlando Blackman,
McGuire.
Yeah, they have so much. I don't know what happened with them.
And this is why
they had a big man.
Cause didn't Blackman come from there?
Yes.
Yeah, they had so much talent. You know, back then it wasn't like today. Like right now, you can watch any game almost at any time. Back then, you had to count on the newspapers, and you had to kind of hope for George Michael Sports Machine later on a Sunday night. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you showing your age, motherfucker. I know what you're doing.
What's his name again?
George Michael Sports. Look at
that was
Michael
George Michael Sports.
Am I getting it right?
That was
George
before Sports Center.
Before Sports Center, right?
Before Sports
All of
Center.
us used to wait for late. I don't know why.
Saturday.
Come on.
What's his name again? Nah, this is
Saturday was technically Sunday was like fucking
Sunday
damn near 1 in the morning.
It's an OG lesson right here.
We didn't have IG. We didn't have Twitter. We had George Michael Sports Machine.
George Michael Sports
You would
Machine.
stay up late to see later for Warner Wolf and then the videotape later for that. Everybody stood up to see. It was certain staples, right? You got the New York Newsday. I forgot the dude in Newsday. You got
you got Newsday because Newsday was Queens and Long Island, so I grew up off of. Oh,
I was
okay.
a messenger, so we would go down. Me and my brother would be hard body. My brother, you get the Post, you get the Time. I'm gonna get the Daily News and whatever. Fucking Hoops du Jour with Peter Vesey, right? We read that shit like religion. Fucking Mike.
You follow me. I
Mike
fuck with Peter.
Yeah, no, he's 100%. Peter's 100%. I had asked him about a dude from Rucker, because I got this OG on my block that I fucks with. He was telling me about this guy called Sunshine. He gave me the name, and I asked him, oh, white boy, 6'10", jumping all over. He was playing in the Rucker. Nice, right? And he had but he was, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but, he was really a California white boy. It was like, okay, I'm just playing. Like, it wasn't even a thing. He wasn't even thinking about a career. He was like, oh, no, I'm going to go play music with my brother in his band. And he did it. He became a musician, but on the side, he was dead nice in basketball. Hoops out. So I asked Peter Vesey about it, and he dead hit me back up like, yeah, this is who he is, and this was his real name, because the dude, the OG I was talking about, he knew him as Sunshine.
Let me get see that great group right there?
But
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me get a pack.
But the point I'm trying to tell you about back then is there was no ESPN, right? It was George Michael Sports Machine. Yeah. Right, you had to wait up late for that, and then you got to see little highlights.
10 o'clock. Who's the dude? Let's go to the videotape. That was Warner Wolf, right?
Warner Wolf.
Yeah.
Warner Wolf. If you had Channel 5, right? You had Kurt Menefee at that point. Kurt Menefee was like the only brothers that was doing it back then.
Yeah. That was after Midnight, because it was really Warner Wolf, George Michael.
Right.
There was another dude, though, the Channel 5 dude. Because Warner Wolf was CBS, if I remember right, and there was a Channel 5 dude.
You had the sweater on Channel 9, right?
Yeah. That's right. Right, because that was after, because you know what I mean, as a Mets fan, they played on Channel 9.
OG shit.
And the Knicks used to play on Channel 11. WPIC. Yeah, it was Channel 9, my bad. Yankees was the PIC. PIX. Yeah.
Yo, I tell everybody this. I was talking to Forever Shining, right? Me and Feather, we text whatever we talk.
Yo, that's my brother. Why he don't text me though? I've been following that nigga for years. He don't text me though, motherfucker. Because he got, you know what I mean? He got that bias against Queens. Nah, that's my dude. Him and bro knows. Those my dudes.
Yeah, he good people. But me and him talk online, and we was talking about that shit one time. And you made me forget my train of thought right now. I'm dry snitching.
That's what I need to do.
I'm dry snitching.
Y'all thought this shit was gonna be professional. With me in the house, y'all fucked up.
Right now. Nah, but me and him was talking about some shit with I forgot the whole train of thought, man. You fucking derailed me with that bullshit.
My bad. I'll see, that's how you know
that's some real OG shit.
You know I'm a good fan there. I apologize for this shit.
WWOR, the conversation I had with him was AC Green was a virgin, right? AC Green was a virgin, power forward for the Lakers.
He absolutely was a virgin.
And the first, I used to, I grew up in the hood.
Proud of that shit too.
Yeah.
I grew up by Yankee
proud.
Stadium, right?
I like these niggas proud.
I grew up by Yankee Stadium, and then Pops went through, we moved to the projects, right? So we in Butler houses. So now I couldn't Butler houses, right? And I was a baseball head, but nobody had money for bases and equipment and all that. The baseball field was always empty. But you know where everybody was? On the courts. So now I go to the courts, right? And I started learning hoop. And I started learning basketball. And it's like, all right, the Knicks, Channel 9, late at night. The first game that I watched, Pat Cummings, right? Pat Cummings punches AC Green.
Pause on his name, but that dude.
Nah, I know he nice. That's why I ain't even say that. I know.
I recognize him like a goon, bro.
Yeah.
Because he.
But bro, we come from, that's a different era. Every team had a goon. Your power forward was there to rebound and hit
Pat
people.
Cummings, Glenn
If they
Robinson.
could, you know what I mean, hit a little 10-footer, that was sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now them niggas punch niggas in the face
That's
and
it.
all
That's
that.
what
they
Violence and all that.
To finish that point, how I got into it was like, yo, they fighting? You know what I mean? Like playing. That's how I got into the Knicks. Like, yo, I gotta watch the Knicks game. Pat Cummins just 2-piece AC Green. Nah, I gotta see this again. So that's how I got hooked, man. And then that's the year that they drafted Patrick Ewing. And Bernard King, everybody, on my block, everybody was Bernard King the man. Ewing only played defense. He don't know nothing. Bro, Bernard King, right, he has knee surgeries. I think they traded him over to Washington. I forgot what it was. They got rid of him. But it was a shame. And I'm gonna make this point too. It was a shame that Bernard King, right, in his prime, or even when he rehabbed, didn't get to play with Ewing in his prime.
They only played, if I can recall, they only played 10 games together, healthy.
Yeah, bro, they played less games together than Cam Reddish and Quinn Grimes. It was ridiculous. But the other
shout out to Cam.
Shout out to Cam.
Fuck y'all other motherfuckers. Shout out to Cam.
Killer Cam.
Nah, but then the other scenario with that was like, yo, I think about everybody says Steph Curry. Steph Curry should have come to the Knicks. He got drafted in Golden State, even the okey doke and tricked them. You know what I think about? I think about the rifleman and Kenny Walker. If we would have got, it was one more pick, and people don't even think about it. If we would have got the kid out of Auburn, he was nice.
But Kenny Skywalker, you drafted him 5th.
No, I think it was 8th, right? Wasn't he like 8th?
No, you drafted him 5th overall.
Or was it 4th?
Nah, 5th. Kenny Skywalker.
All I can tell you,
top 5.
Well, what I can tell you is that the kid from Auburn, who went to give us hell in Indiana, went right ahead of him. And if we would have got him instead of it would, because Kenny was nice, right? Kenny could play D and he was athletic, but he couldn't shoot shit. So now you talk about spacing today. Imagine back then when you're playing inside out. Like now we play outside in, right? If you have to, you go out. But everything now.
Kenny was
out.
just a level above Obi.
Nah.
Let's keep it above. No, he was.
Obi broke a record this year. Stop being disrespectful.
He was a level above Obi.
I hate that. Shout out to she's not on the web no more, but shout out to Tabby Time on practice facility chick.
What? Well, Obi be in the hood. I fuck with Obi.
Nah, Obi knows some.
Obi, listen, y'all wanted this. And when I say y'all, fans like you, y'all wanted this. You wanted the Knicks to be a championship contender. Okay, so fuck everybody who draft.
So we fast forward into today?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
No, because we need people to understand people's perspective. So remember, I grew up with Pat Ewing. First of all, we went through coaches like it was nothing. Cloud, Stu Jackson, Rick Pitino.
That's what Tony talking about with the bowling.
No docket numbers with my name.
So we was going through coaches like it was nothing until we got Riley. So before then, you talking about, and I tweeted this out not too long ago. Pat's second dude was Gerald Wilkins.
Yeah.
Not Dominique, my nigga.
I love Gerald too, man.
Gerald Wilkins was his number 2.
Yo, he would give a game. My bad, but I really was Gerald like it was talking about a stand back then. I thought that was like the real Michael Jordan. Yo, but Gerald was nice. Like he gave you these flashes, but he had no consistency.
That's all he gave.
He had no consistency to his game, bro. Like he'll give you 32 points. He'll light up Hersey Hawkins or whatever.
And who was our third man? Johnny Newman. Go fucking Google that motherfucker.
But Johnny Newman. You know what I realized with
and
age?
Trust me, I liked him too. But he was Johnny Newman.
You know what I realized with age? Because you think about MSG and what MSG was coming out of, and what MSG was in the 80s, where you could literally walk outside and buy dope. You could literally walk outside and buy weed. You could literally buy outside whatever you need.
You could get tickets.
From the Port Authority down. With your tickets, here's a look bag, right? Here's a tray bag, matter of fact. A little tan color shit with the manila clasp holding it together with the weed in it. You could buy all that stuff outside of MSG. It was a different time. So Gerald Wilkins, he was anyway, whatever. But yeah, man, it was a different time. Where like they were dealing with different things. We were on TV watching them. They were young black men with some revenue, right? Living an athlete's life in New York. It was a whole different, right? It's a whole different thing for them. Like you think about whatever the expenses was going up, and now they made the league, right? Now they're traveling around the city, they're traveling around states, they're having experiences that they weren't having before. You're not prepared for that mentally. You're not. So the challenges of that athlete then, you look at the athletes now, they're almost widgets. And I say this all the time because it bothers me. The AAU system really bothers me.
Yo, I hate the AAU system.
It's fucked up.
They're pimps. Yeah. From the right? You used to call them boosters or whatever they call now. They're pimps, right? And everybody's a widget. And everybody's about scoring because they want to get their money. So if they push get the bucket. Nobody's doing. That's why these European. You look at the draft this year. How many kids came out of
Europe?
Yo,
Because
it's
they get
that.
the fundamentals.
Wasn't it 20 out of the whole draft?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
The
like, yo, a
fundamentals are
nigga
out
went
there.
6 overall to Charlotte, the nigga averaged 6 points. And you asking yourself, why does this kid who averaged 6 points
You
go over?
We
No,
know.
I know. But I'm asking to play myself. Sometimes you gotta play it.
You don't even gotta go far. Look at KP. When he was drafted, KP was slotted as a 4 to 5 year project, meaning in 4 to 5 years he'd be ready to show his potential. Not like he'd be a star or a superstar, nothing like that. Yeah. KP came in, fucking was banging on dudes' heads, doing spin moves in the guard.
Yeah, but not everybody have that evaluation of a European prospect that early. You know what I'm saying? Like
KP, it's funny. KP was special, right? But I think about there are a lot of players that they come in gifted, and we've had this conversation all the time. Like, there are a lot of players that come in naturally gifted, and you can tell the Kobe's, the Mamba mentalities, the guys that are invested in the craft. That they, so if you take a Larry Johnson, when he lost his athleticism, he was still able to be a value. He was still able to be valuable to an NBA team because he put that work in. Now you get these guys that they lose a little athleticism or whatever, and they wash. They got nothing to bring to the game. I hate to say it like that, but you look at Russell Westbrook, and he's late in his career. The back nine, he still can't shoot a jump shot consistently. Like, that's insane. If you think about it. But these AAU
Dennis Mitch.
But that's what these AAU
shoot fucking motherfucker can't give me a goddamn 10-foot little. He can't even give me an floater.
Hey, shout out to Mitch Richmond and Run TMC. Remember Mitch Richmond? Yo, he was a nice.
Well, you know that he was supposed to be a Knick. They had to trade on the team. They had to trade on the table.
Oh, I wrote that. Mitch Richmond was supposed to be a Knick with Patrick Ewing.
Ain't call him a championship if Mitch Richmond.
No, but think about it like this.
Wait. What do you mean? What was the package?
No. Think about it like this. Mitch Richmond was in the same draft that John Starks was in. John Starks was on Golden State as well. Mitch Richmond was on Golden State and won Rookie of the Year. If the Knicks got them both, you would have never had no John Starks. So it's kind of like a
John Starks' career. He's lucky to have been a Knick.
No, I can't.
He's lucky.
How can you call it luck? You got to call
it bagging groceries, man.
He was packing bags at the point.
I know he's packing bags, right?
No, you don't know because you think it's like nowadays when you can be in the
So a person bagging bags is hungrier than you.
You got to give him his credit.
Yeah, but a person. Think about it again. A person packing bags is hungrier than you. As a person who probably has kids, pay rent, 2024.
I don't judge nobody hard. I don't care what you do.
Right.
I don't judge nobody hard. You could be you can mop floors at NYU, right? Or you could be a brain sergeant. How you approach it is what it is. I'm saying, so John Starks, he was fortunate. When I say he was fortunate, everybody knows. I think I know the story. He tried to dunk it on Ewing, and there was an injury with his knee, and they couldn't.
Yeah, he got hurt, and then Ewing said,
right. So he ended up getting an opportunity. That's luck to me, right? But what isn't luck is who he was as a player, who he was as a competitor. That was his heart. So when he got that opportunity, he shined. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just telling you.
Well, you gotta remember when Pat Riley came, he had John Starks out of CBA and Anthony Mason. Shout out Southside Queens again. Anthony Mason. Well, he a little Springfield, but he is Southside. You know what I'm saying? He brought a dude from the CBA. These dudes was getting in dudes. And I remember when Mike, MJ so fucking cold. So he was like, he was like, who's these little dudes? You know what I mean? Trying players. Because they went at him hard. I mean, did they win? No, because it was fucking Mike. You know what I'm saying? But they competed hard. And he said some slick shit about, because this was their second year players kind of try to dismiss him. But then, Pat Riley started really building out a team, and it was like, we was there on par with them dudes. But I'll go back to say is that the Knicks, I started off a baseball fan. That's why when he said Newsday, I'm bugging because I know Newsday was the Queens Long Island page. We were the first to color in the back page. So this is a history.
What year was that?
He's from the late 80s.
The late 80s?
Yeah.
When did newspapers transfer to color?
Well,
no, it took a minute.
Newsday
was doing it for years.
But I kind of think that it was, I don't think.
No, the Post used to have it for the what was it, page 6 or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
That's when they had their little bullshit
right.
color. But Newsday like really had color. Like you grew up on Daily News, New York Times. You know what I mean? Even the Post, all black and white. Newsday's selling point was that we got color and they supposed to be like the Queen of Long Island. You know what I mean? Probably like suburban white people paper and shit. Let's keep it. But they was the first to have the black journalists, Jason Powell, but Powell, and also my dude from Detroit. He do the show now with Chris Broussard and stuff like that. What's that?
No.
It'll come back to me. I apologize.
But to even like,
no. He's a dude that Stephen A. like he was coming up in ESPN and Stephen A. did some snake shit to him and shit like that, which pissed me off to this day. But Newsday was the first, yeah.
Even some Queens, right?
Easy. You know, he ain't from my part of Queens.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
If you know Queens, man.
But so Newsday was the first to have, the black journalists in New York. So everything we got was from the standpoint of Lupica and all them dudes.
Right.
And keeping it real, they was racist. They was racist, dude. You know what I mean? So they came from a
Newsday. So
I wasn't saying that.
So
Sean Powell.
I'm about to ask y'all like a crazy ass question, but fuck it. When it comes to like Newsday back then, I know that the Democrats back in the early 1900s was like the people who, and then it switched over to Republicans, and then
right, pour up by him. He talking about his collar now. Pour up.
Damn. You with the remember the Tron 1980s movie? That's like the 90-degree turn out of
shit. I didn't want to tell the truth. Shit. I wanted to lie.
But I grew up off of Newsday, right? So I grew up off of baseball. I played baseball. I played basketball was second to baseball when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
But Newsday and stuff of that nature started like in the late 60s. Like when did that stuff start?
Newsday was super new. Newsday started in the 80s.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like the fucking Post and Daily News, they've been around forever. And of course, New York Times, forget about it.
It was New York Times, right? They were
New York Times was
they were the standard, right? And then
for the country, not New York.
If people are not gonna say this, right? But if you look at the Post, you look at Daily News, it's always written to a 6th grade level, right? So
smut rags. You know what it is.
Shout out to my guy Peter Bessie. Shout out to Mike Luca.
We got 300.
Even though Mike
375 right now.
No,
he had a way in his writing. He had a way.
Lupica was pushing the agendas.
Yeah, I can understand it. I just like, oh wow, all right. But
he was super hard on you.
But these were the people that were bringing the stories to us. We didn't have all there was no Twitter then, so we had to rely on Mike Lupica. So when you would read that shit, you'd be like, damn, bro, like. But people always felt like Patrick was surly, right? People always felt like Patrick. But Patrick was a true blue Jamaican dude. Like he was just like
he wasn't with the shit.
He wasn't with it. Like I'm not gonna cater to your bullshit. And
smiling in motherfucker's face, he wasn't allowed to do that.
He wasn't that type of guy. But then they wanted to paint the picture that he was this and he was that. It's not because he wasn't. He wasn't shucking it.
Yeah. No. It's real.
Respectfully.
It's real. And they used to paint him like that.
Pat was, but they painted him that way. And I would read it and it would bother me, right? Because come on. You really gonna go that angle? But that's what would happen, and then that becomes the masses. This is what goes out to the people. Because, like I said, there wasn't no Twitter, there wasn't no Instagram, there wasn't no other source. We had to rely on Mike Lupica's word. That's how important his pen was at that time. He was really
go further. You have to remember, New York media is what fucking spread the word to the country back then. Again, there was no internet, there was no nothing. They depended on what the New York media, what the New York papers, that Sunday motherfucking paper is what went out to the rest of the fucking country.
And behind the scenes, right? I didn't know this then, but then behind the scenes, there were organizations that they would take articles from certain people and they're circulating it nationally, right? And they're seeing a little piece off or whatever happens, 2 cents, 5 cents, whatever it is, across the country, and that's how they made their money. But when you think about it now, right? When you were reading it back then, Ewan was painted like he was some kind of ogre, like he was, and it was so, because you look at Ewan, man, I always look at Ewan. Ewan's wild, a Knicks fan. Like I said, I started watching in '85, and you talk about somebody, and you know, I know there was some pods out there, and I know what's this, Eric Carver said a couple things, and a couple other folks that said a couple things. Even Oakley, bought Oakley's book. Oakley was, I don't
fuck with Oakley no more. And you know what?
Oakley is
Oakley was my fucking favorite player all time. I'm saying now on camera, he was my favorite player all time.
Nah, I respect. I bought his book.
I don't like that shicey shit.
Yo,
that's how you interpreted it.
Yes.
First of all, how you interpret that way?
All right, he is season ticket holder.
I didn't interpret that way.
Right? No, hold on. Let me break it down. He is season ticket holder, right? He's a super Knicks fan. Ain't nobody gonna question it. Dolan owns the Knicks. Oakley is talking in articles and interviews that I want to take Dolan to the back room, lock the door, in essence, threatening him.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, so that's on that level. You a Harlem ninja. You a Bronx. You know what I mean, brother. I'm from Queens. You gonna let somebody who said, yo, openly they threatening you come to your crib?
No.
You gonna say, yo, that's the thing I got beef with. Come in. Come on, man. You're not doing that. And that's what Dolan did. He was like, hell no, you're not coming in.
I would.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, you wouldn't.
Yo, stop.
You want me to tell you why I would? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that.
Yo, go ahead.
Let's hear the bullshit. I'll take a sip of it.
I'm gonna tell you why I would. I'm gonna let you know you a little ninja. Come sit in my house. It's all right. You can say what you want, though. You're in my house.
But not everybody thinks like that.
Well, you asking me, I'm telling you what it is to me. That don't affect it.
But Dolan is what? Like, you know what I mean?
I got everything measured.
I got 5 foot something white dude versus this 6'9". Oakley was smacking grown men back in the day, fam. He probably like, yo, I don't want this one.
So what it means that he's mouthing off? What it really means?
But a threat is different than mouthing off.
To the silver spoon billionaire that inherited the Knicks. What does that really mean to him?
Because if I'm a billionaire, I don't want you in my house thinking you can't come in my crib.
That's because, you know, he's got the petty nature, which is no secret.
All right, I have a petty nature. I
do have a petty nature
in New York.
You do have a petty nature.
In America, yes. Yes.
What do you mean I couldn't?
Yes. I'm going to have a petty nature, yes. I'm in the largest market in America, yes.
You're not coming to my crib if you're talking about airing out my crib. I'm not letting you in my crib.
Even right now, look, even right now.
I'm gonna send him a drink.
Look, it's.
I'm gonna send him a drink.
How many people is it? It's 404 people in here right now. It's 404 people in here right now.
Only for the OGs. I know when I do this, when I be, I think it was with these dudes. Not everybody gonna understand, but I understand.
The carding industry is down here by. I could go down to Flatbush and what is that, Quentin Road. You know what I'm saying? That Oasis Diner, and everybody doing all that. They know what up. And you go to Jimmy's in the bar over whatever.
Oh man.
Who the fuck is Tony? So you should have told Tony.
But they only take cash. You know what I'm saying? They only take
cash. Tony got my number, man. Tony
though.
You know, I treat Tony like the feds, man. You know, I know. I treat him.
Tony can't say nothing now because I'm happy south now. You know what I'm saying? Like we got standards. Let's win this championship. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? Sound like really, and why I feel some type of way. Like a lot of people, the reason why I call them out is because y'all say it's on me right now. You know what I'm saying? So when I call people out like Knicks Homer or other people, and I say,
what's going on, Aaron?
Well, no, nothing's going on.
Easy.
I just
he's Switzerland and shit. He don't get
no. Ain't nothing spilled on my laptop. Nothing. So
he cool with everybody.
The way I feel, and I love Knicks Homer. That's my guy. That's my G. He didn't wrote me. He didn't DM me and say,
let me call him right now.
Yeah, call him. But you know, it's people
that respond to Knicks stand. I like that.
Well,
that's what I've been waiting for. That's my dude right there.
Yo, ride me out. What's
that's
up,
one
fucking
everybody? Company, man. That I can fuck
State nigga. Y'all appreciate you, man.
You know what it is.
South. Yes,
that's gonna act like you don't know what a company is.
Wow, that state nigga is South.
It's a supporting my team
now
is
we
not
know
making
what
a
we've
company.
been waiting for. Oh, man.
Rafaela shouted out earlier.
I was talking with Rocky earlier. He saw this video. I had to fuck with him.
Oh, yeah, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, I shared it on my page. I was fucking with him.
Y'all appreciate y'all, man. It's 400.
Rafi, my God, over there.
It's 435 people watching live.
After Independence Day?
Nigga, it's a state. What you mean?
It's because it's being
You know I blocked him, right?
Ah.
You blocked him, right? You know I had to block him, right?
It ain't because of those things.
No.
It's because of these two dudes right here. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? They want to hear the real. They don't want to hear that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what I try to do is I try to make sure like Knicks fans.
You trying to hide?
I'm trying to get him more in the video. He don't sound like he's not even involved.
Like I'm trying to hide.
I see,
He's gonna tell you why he trying to hide. When he trying to hide. I'm not gonna say it though. You know what I'm saying?
But what?
Yo, let me tell you something. We fucking with him, right? We South chopping it up for days. For OG niggas, we plan shit out. We think it's 6 days ahead.
We got kids.
We got all shit planned out. This
We
wild
learned
boy.
that shit.
This wild boy, right? He doing all the fuckboy shit. He doing fucking shit. He's like, yo, over here, this time but he's still getting high. He's still messing with him. We gotta put that in here. But anyway, he being.
Nah, go ahead.
Yo, he's still entertaining friends.
I want people to be like, stop doing that dumb shit.
Me and Sal, we on the
Nah,
same
it's
page,
not
right?
dumb shit. It's your age group. It's your young.
Me and Sal, we got shit measured. Like, all right, by this time we doing it for this time. So now Sal getting back to me like, yo, listen, 3 o'clock. I'm like 3 o'clock. Yeah. All right. So now we come back 5 o'clock. Yeah. So all right. So 5 o'clock. All right, yeah. So now 6 o'clock. Yeah. What we're gonna do? Yeah. About 6 o'clock. I want to meet you over there. 7 o'clock, right? And I'm not even stressed. I'm in my mother's house. Like, yo.
Because he know better.
I already know, because I fuck with State. I know what it is with State. I'm like, yeah.
But see, I don't know better,
Now,
but I'm respecting the OG. I ain't really respecting State, but I'm respecting the OG. I'm like, yo, I'm keeping mad communication. Like, yo, this is what homie told me. You know what I mean? Because I know he a grown ass man. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to make sure that he don't be like, yo, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with y'all. And I'm like, nah, just, this is the time and it ain't on me. You know what I mean?
So I gave him my word, right? So I gave him, I'm gonna hold my word with South. I'm like, I'm definitely not gonna play out on him. State don't know what's going on because me and State been on this shit for about 3 months, right? We couldn't get a date.
That's a fact. We couldn't get a date, bro.
We could not get a date, right? So now I'm like, all right, let me call the home attendant and I'm gonna say, look, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Because I already know State. That shit not happening at 5 o'clock. Y'all talk about CP time? You wanna talk about CP time?
What up?
Yeah, I said that on the
Son, you know I'm coming through. Son, come here. Just give me a second.
Bro, man, appreciate you pulling up, man.
It was nothing but love, man. You know, it's funny that when you was first doing your shit,
What?
I was always supportive. I was always supportive.
Damn, son.
And people would be like, yo, how can you mess with him? How can you mess with him?
I could do the over.
Because he's this and he's that. And I'm like, you know what? State's passionate.
Yeah.
And State can get hyperbolic about things. He's reactionary. I don't doubt his Knicks fandom. I don't doubt his fandom. If he has an idea about fandom, right? Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. But I don't ever doubt that it's coming from a good place. Maybe he applies it incorrectly and it rubs some people the wrong way. And with time, you
got that slick talk. That's slick talk.
Now with time, bust it out, right? And I'm talking about 2-3 years ago. With time, those people now follow you. And I wouldn't play the names out there in the air, but those people in spaces with you. Those same people that used to DM me like, yo, how you mess with them? And I'm not here to air nobody out. You know what I'm saying? That's not my place. But yo, these same people.
If South knew the names, he would air y'all out right there.
But I'm not talking about that.
See, if I knew who he's talking about, I'd air y'all out.
And when I told you back then, and I was making jokes, I said the Black Howard co-star, right? I was like, I was on my bullshit, right? Like the Black Howard Stern, right? Because the kid is loquacious, right? The kid is charismatic, he's got charms on, right?
Nah, he got talent.
Sometimes he's
crazy, but he got talent.
Sometimes he's a fucking asshole, but you know what? I'm an asshole too, so I'm not bothered by him being an asshole. But you know
I'm the only nice guy.
Am I going to support? Of course, I'm going to support the young man. Am I going to come through? Of course, I'm going to come through. You just got to make sure it's the time that works. Man said 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, y'all. 4 o'clock.
I went to pay the home attendant OT like that. I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock.
I already know. 4 o'clock. And y'all got to understand, again, I'm grown, so I confirmed it. He's like, yeah, come through 4 o'clock.
Nah, Sal, we up here, you going to fuck with him? I'll fuck with you. I'm coming through. But
he didn't know What's this?
His battery went low.
No, you don't got it plugged
Come
up.
on, dude. Why you got the EBT power? Bro?
Oh, nigga sound.
How your
God
battery?
damn,
Not
son.
the battery, boy.
Ah!
You got first and 15
You left the cord at home? You didn't say
You got the first and 15
Oh,
power.
nah.
You got full stamp energy.
Yo, man, he really needed us tonight because this dude is really on some young boy shit, son. We gotta hold him
Yeah,
down.
man, we enjoying ourselves. We're talking about the history. You're gonna understand our
I
family.
only miss that I couldn't, you know what I mean? Because Pops would probably be here looking at, that's what I be going through, you know what I'm saying?
And that's
So I gotta hold it down. We gotta hold it down for Pops, man. R.I.P., man. You know what I mean? He a saint in the greatest place. But yo, we gotta hold it down for him because he still need guidance. You know what I'm saying? He still need guidance. You know what I'm saying?
Hold it down for the big slizzy. But you know, we gotta come through and show love, so it had to be at the proper time.
Plug the shit in?
If this shit dies on you, you're gonna be sick. Because
Oh.
we got so much more material to give to people.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna be sick. And he's on the clock. We working with you.
Yeah.
24-hour shot clock.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoying. Hope y'all entertained. Hope y'all rocking with us tonight. Young man said 400 people in the chat. We respect that. We appreciate that.
OG, you going clear? You going clear? Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to clear, OG. I mean, like, you know.
Give me a little bit of ice. I don't want to be. Give me a little bit of ice. There you go.
Yeah, but we were giving y'all our Knicks history from the 80s up.
I'm talking about the Knicks.
Of course, it's about the Knicks. So
Right
great.
now, it's all good.
Yo, I see you got a lot of Mets gear in here.
Huh?
I see you got a lot of Mets gear in here.
No, I'm Yankee all day.
Hey,
Well, whoever is the Mets dude, I need to talk to them because they
You from Queens.
yeah, of course.
I fuck with Nas hard body. A little bit.
But nah, you're a good man. You fuck with Nas hard body. I need to
Nas
go
my
down.
guy, but he fuck with the Mets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
man.
it is what it is. You know what I
I'm
mean?
Yankee all day. Twice on Sunday. It's my guy, man.
I mean, I got respect.
Fan stripes, baby. The original fan stripes.
We got this in the building.
Yeah,
Let
It
the
was not
people
the
see
same though,
it.
man. Back in the day, it was different. You know, I used to live near Malali's Park. And you know the
Yeah,
Bronx,
right, right
Yo,
there.
bro, I was maybe 5, 6 years old. I got beat up. You know, I got beat up because I was like, yo, I like Jim Rice.
Oh,
You remember Jim Rice?
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I like Jim Rice.
Pirates.
No, from
Red Sox,
Boss.
the Red Sox.
left field.
Dwight Evans. I was like, no, they play
I'm
good.
confused to
Yo,
know.
bro, I got beat. I was a little kid. I got jumped. I mean, what the fuck?
You can't say that.
I can't say that. Yo, I learned a lesson the hardest way.
How
Bro.
we going up against them now?
Exactly. It was like, yo. And the bleachers, the bleachers were $1.50 back then, dog. The bleachers were $1.50 back then.
Yo, it's 467 people in here
Ooh,
right
shout out to
now.
those beautiful people. Thank you
Shouts
for
to
being
everybody
with
who's
us.
in.
Thank you for rocking with us.
Appreciate it.
You already know it's real
I'm
Knicks
just
shit
letting
over
y'all
here.
know y'all fucking up my night because I ain't even supposed to be here right now. I ain't supposed to be here right now. But I
Southside legend with us.
So now this is what I've been waiting for. Y'all
You
appreciate
got
it,
you going to
man.
text Supreme right now on the way out the door.
Appreciate
What happened?
y'all,
Y'all
man.
didn't know that. You know, I mean, I keep telling y'all something. I'm a fucking Southside nigga in New York City. Yeah, I think that I from in Atlanta, and y'all think y'all got ties here. I got a lot of ties here, sir. And real talk, what
when you bring up Mike Fratello. I understand that conversation because when you say that, I was like, oh, and I had to go do the research, and it bears it out. And I'm like, oh shit,
that's what makes it to the defense.
Yo, it's 483 people in here right
Thank you
now.
for still being here. Stay fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't fuck up nothing.
Yeah, all right.
I didn't get to finish. We were talking about it. And we didn't get to finish the point. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's we all love the team, right? Like, we all love the team. But then when we all express our fandom in our different ways, what happens? Humanity happens, right? People want to put you in buckets. People want to label you. People want to say you this and you that. So when you start talking about toxic Knicks Twitter, and again, this is fan-based conversation. This isn't even about the actual team. This isn't even about the actual game. It's got nothing to do with box score. You talk about what happens on social media, right? So like I was saying the point about State that the people that will be in my inbox 4 or 5 years ago when I got fucking suspended, and I had about 3 or 4, like you got 3 or 4 accounts since then too. You know what I'm saying? But back then it's funny that because I see those people, right? And it's funny because people fuck with you and then they gonna fuck with you at a level, right? But you know what it is. Like I remember when you were DM me like, yo, how can you fuck with him? He's always saying this about the team, he's saying that about the team. For me, right, it's always been perspective, right? Like so I can't tell you a bad fan. I could make jokes and call you toxic, right? Because it's funny to me, and I'm gonna run with the wave, and it's
You're
really
an instigator. Yeah. What you think I don't know?
Oh me?
Oh, we've been fucking rocking for way too long, fucking instigating that motherfucker.
Anyway,
I know.
So, but all that shit to the side, right? Like, I can't tell him that his perspective is wrong. If things bear out and he's wrong, fine. But in the moment, right? And I clown him all the time. Like he said earlier, I blocked him because I didn't want to hear the fucking "I told you so" shit. I was mad how quickly Atlanta dismissed us, right? So I was like, you know what? Him, Trace, shout out to Trace. Much love and respect to Trace, OG in the neighborhood, Knicks fan, die hard. Respect to him, out in Georgia, holding him down, doing big things out there. But you, him, and Trace, like, I didn't want to hear that I told you so shit. And Nate McMillan did what he did to Julius and expose Julius for being one-dimensional and
that bullshit about exposing Julius. Who did he expose, though?
Anyway.
He exposed their coach.
Don't do it, you motherfucker!
He exposed their coach.
God damn it! This is not what I was here to talk about. About toxic Twitter.
He ran a trade on fucking South Road. Sutphin Boulevard. See, I ain't grow up in the Bronx. I ain't gonna call out y'all. I'm talking about my shit. You know what I'm saying? Liberty Ave. That's what he did.
My point, though, to all of that was,
yo, this is my first time pulling anything from this right here. I'm not bothering nobody. Go ahead.
So my point to saying any of that is a funny dynamic that happens on the timeline, right? Like State is who he is. Like I said, you can be a charming young man, you can be various locations, all that built in to the fucking asshole that he is, right? And that comes part and parcel with the package, right? You can't cut that out. But it's just funny how people create these labels and they want to say this one's toxic. Like Ari from ahead. Some of the times Ari puts me the game. Like I hear his shit, right? And we were talking about Chuck earlier. We talked about slowing down the ball and pace and how it impacts scoring. We talk about number one defense, right? And Mike Fratello, you always point out Mike Fratello. And I had to do the research on that because when you first said it, I'm like, listen, what the fuck stop talking about, right? What the fuck Chuck is
That's what they say. That's their first reaction every time I say
if you don't know.
Right.
It's only bullshit
but
if you don't know.
Time to look it up.
Yeah, I did it.
Most motherfuckers just go
Thank
at
God for basketball reference, right? Because I wouldn't even know. So you can look at all that and like, oh shit, like there's some. I'm a spreadsheet for what I do for work. I'm a spreadsheet ass dude. I'm drop all that shit in the spreadsheet. I look at it, oh shit, he's right. Right? So I'm like,
I didn't think Mike Fratello.
So I get it. Now, can we weaponize that? Can we maximize that? Yeah, we can. It doesn't necessarily make it bad, but understand what it is. Like, it's not so much that the number one defense, it's the fact that he's slowing down the pace of the game and they're limited possession. So, of course, the score's going to be lower. But you have to know enough hoop to know that.
Yeah.
Right? Because people run out there and say, oh, we're the number one defense. It's like, dog. Like, if you look
at a lot of people don't know that. And I'm not, when I say that, I'm not throwing shade at face. But especially if, I don't want to say age like me, smart ass young motherfucker, but with age, you understand that you have to don't just listen to a stat and be like, oh, that's it. You got to kind of put it in perspective,
right?
You know what I mean? And I've always talked about the fact that Thibodeau with his pace and wanted a point guard to kind of dominate the ball and go downhill helps his defense. Because really, his baby is his defense. He don't give a fuck about all. His baby is his defense.
Can we
That's
have
his baby.
Can we have that conversation, folks? Can we have the Tom Thibodeau conversation finally?
Thomas Thibodeau.
Can we have?
I know this Twitter, you know what I mean, they caught on as Thomas Thibodeau. Until he wins a championship, ain't no Tibbs. He's Thomas.
You know, I had my whole thing where it was like we were half pregnant. Right? I had this whole stage where I was like we were half pregnant because we were divided. And I think West, right, Worldwide West and Brock Oliver were on one page. And this is only what I can glean from the wonderful people out there like Ian Bailey, from the wonderful people out there that do the work and they give you kind of as much as they can as an insider to what's going on, you know, at a deeper level than what you see on the screen. So, but what you could see was the clear divide that, you know, they traded for Cam Reddish. They traded for Cam Reddish. Now, Derrick Rose, like I heard, we had lost like 9 games in a row in February that month. So we needed a point guard. Julius thrives with a point guard. And what do? We trade for Cam Reddish, who was a question mark at best. And I love Cam, but he was a question mark at best.
But
so
why did they do that for Cam? Because they did it on some, you know what I mean, what I wanted to see with the team. Like, yo, if you have a talented, you know what I mean, wing, underutilized or maybe a little raw, take a flyer on them, develop them, because this is a wing league. State could tell you, right? When that happened, what was I saying, State? You know, only even this one. But anyway, you know, I only fuck with RJ. But what did I say? I said I could see. I would love for the focus to be around RJ and Cam because I understood that wings, dynamic wings, are what win rings. It's not point guard, especially miniature point guard.
It's a wing league.
So that was my vision. So when they got Cam, I was actually shaking a little ass because I was like, yo, I can see like, yo, can we do this? And I know you wanted Quinn, which is cool, but some combination where we are building around young wings, a la who won the championship, who just won the championship. Keep it above. And this is years before they won the championship. That's what I envisioned. Like, yo, you have to build around Cam.
With no prior planning, I literally booked the trip and sat behind the bench and welcomed Cam personally. Like I was like, yo, and he acknowledged me, said what up. You know, he was like, oh, thank you, whatever. And I sat behind the fucking bench. That's how